Hello, everybody. Today it is May 12th, Tuesday, and we are going to do our new vocab. We are going to read our story, and we are going to read our sight word book today. Okay. I hope everybody's staying healthy, staying safe, not getting sick. Okay. Our first sight word today, or not sight word, first vocab today is structure. Is something that has been built, such as a house or a bridge. Structure, something you build, something that you do. So sometimes you guys build structures with Legos. Structure. Resourceful, person good at solving problems. Resourceful. So if you're good at solving math problems, you're resourceful, or problem solving problems, something that happens with you in the day and you got to solve how to get past that. Resourceful. Inspire, to encourage someone to do something. Inspire. So you encourage your little brothers or sisters to write their name, or you inspire your little brother to start riding his bike, or inspire. Waste, so you use it carelessly. Waste. So when you throw like a lot of food away that you should have been eaten for dinner, or you waste that, or you waste maybe some paper like that could have some more writing on it, you waste it. Recycle, process of old items such as glass and plastic so they can be used to make new things. So sometimes we recycle paper, like if the whole paper is not written on, you save it so you can use it again for something else. Recycle. Or cans, they use cans. They recycle cans and bottles. Recycle. Display, exhibit something in a place where it can be easily seen. Display, so you put something out, like a project that you did, and you put it out on display so people can see it. Or when you do your Legos, you put those out on display so you can see what kind of a structure you are displaying. Okay, display. Okay, now we are going to read our story called A Bottle Village. Okay, first card. A Bottle Village. Remember, when you hear the sight or the vocab, you can hold the vocab word up, or when you can tell mom that you heard the vocab. Okay, I'll try to pronunciate. Can you imagine a whole village made of old glass bottles? Well, one really exists, and this is a true story of how it came to be. Teresa Piersby has an unusual hobby. She collected pencils for years and years. Wherever she went, she took home another pencil. By the time Teresa was a grandmother, she had thousands of pencils. She decided to make a house to display them. She didn't have money to spend on building a house, but she did own an empty lot that when she got her big idea. Grandma Pursley didn't like to waste anything. She thought about all the useful things people threw away, like old bottles. In those days, people didn't recycle, so lots of bottles ended up in the dump. She didn't decide. She decided to use them to make a house. That's pretty interesting. Bottles? And this is a true story. It means it really happened. Grandma Pursley was a very resourceful woman. She found everything she needed at the dump. There were big green bottles, tiny blue bottles, long-necked bottles, and little round bottles. There were headlights from old broken down cars. There were pieces of plastic in different colors, old mirrors and dishes, toys, and even furniture. And best of all, they were free. Free means you don't have to pay money for them. To make all the walls in her house, Grandma Pursley lined up a few bottles in a row, and then she pressed them with wet cement, so that's wet cement, all around them. The cement dried until it was hard as a rock, firmly holding the bottle in place, patiently cementing a row on top of a row. Grandma Paisley made her whole house except for the roof and the door. One of her sons helped to put those on. Of course, the doors came from the dump too. Grandma Paisley displayed her pencils on framed boards. When everything was finished, she was delighted. Sunlight came into the house through the colored bottles, making the glass sparkle and glow, and the colored light shined on her pencils. So she's making a house out of bottles, glass bottles. Grandma Paisley was very happy with her glass bottle house. The success of that first project inspired her to keep building. She made a bird bath out of blue bottles, a wishing well, and a seashell house. Then Grandma Paisley decided to build a house to hold all the dolls she had collected from the dump. She decided to stop there. She built another building to hold her old photographs and still another for her stuffed animals. One busy day followed another. Months passed and Grandma Paisley kept on building. Finally, years passed and she turned out that Grandma Paisley had built a whole village made of bottles. To connect all the buildings to her village, she made paths out of pieces of broken dishes, buttons, bottle caps, and other shiny things. Oh, that's cool. So this is that path that she's got broken dishes, bottle caps, buttons, lots of different things. And she had a whole village full. Bottle Village was something that Grandma Paisley made for herself, but word of her certain spread, and soon curious people came near and far to see it. They wanted to see the unique and beautiful structure she made from the people's junk. Grandma Paisley took visitors around to each structure, explaining how she made it. People were amazed by Grandma Paisley's imagination and resourcefulness. Visitors were also interested in the life of the unusual woman, so she told them about herself as well as her building. In one of the houses, there was a piano. There she would play and sing songs she learned as a young woman. Over time, Bottle Village became so popular that people from all over the world came to see it. And Grandma Paisley once said, "They call me an artist, even though I can't draw a cart like that looks like one. But guess there are different kinds of art." So she made her art out of like structures that she built, you know. Okay. So now we're going to read our sight word book today. Remember to be reading this with your mom. If you haven't already, make sure you're highlighting the sight word in there. Okay. Okay, remember, use your pointer finger and you're going to follow along. Seeds. Sight word is they. They will be planted. They will be planted. They will need water. They will need water. Remember, I'll read it first and then you'll read it second. They will need sun. They will need sun. They will sprout. They will sprout. They will grow. They will grow. They will be picked. They will be picked. And they will be eaten. Yum. They will be eaten. Yum. Watermelon. I like watermelon. All right, boys. Now we are done with for today. I will be back here tomorrow to do the story retell and to read our sight word book again. Okay, and then we will be done with this thing, and you'll have a question in your packet that you guys answer the questions on about the story and the vocab words that we read. Okay, so bye for now, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.